Okay, guys. Irish, only 6 million. Russian, 150 million. I want to fight with your chicken.
Our big focus after New York is going to be Russia. Yeah. There's some people in Russia too. This thing is massive in Russia right now.
Where would it be in Moscow, like in Seska's arena, like, or would you do it something crazy like in Red Square, or something freaky like that?
It's true. I don't know where, but I promise you this: when we roll into Russia, we're going to make it big.
Hey, what do you think about? I deserve title shot or no? Please tell these guys.
I think you definitely deserve.
Let's go. Let's go with your chicken.
So at the official weigh-ins, he kind of was mugging me, and I walked up to him and I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, he didn't say nothing. I said, "What's up?" And he was like, "What's up?" So I figured he was a little salty about that. Then backstage, every camera that came close to him, his volume started to increase. He miraculously always have somebody to hold him back every single time. You know what I mean? He always got 2 or 3 people right there. It's almost like he just grabs their wrist and put it around his waist. Like, oh, get off me, don't hold me back. So it is what it is. I've been in many, many street fights. I've seen many, many street fight, gang fights, whatever you want to explain. There's no man that's going to stop a pro fighter from getting to another fighter if he really wants to get there. That's just facts. I mean, he could have jab stepped and shook him up a little bit and made his way around if he really wanted to get to him. Guy's a featherweight, lightweight. How many of you guys actually want to see me fight him? If you guys want to see me fight him, let's make it happen. If me beating him is going to be like, oh my God, he's a welterweight, then he should be able to beat him, then it's going to make me look bad. But I don't have no beef with him. I really don't know him as a person. I respect him as a businessman. I respect what he's done for the sport. You know, he's a big part of why the event was so big at MSG. You can never take that away from him. He's a 2-division champion. Nobody's ever done that. He's created history. And those are things that are important to him and his legacy. If the powers that be in the UFC and the fans, if they want to see us scrap, I mean, just send me a bottle agreement. I'm in. If he wants to fight, they're going to make the fight. He's at the point right now where they're going to do what he wants to do. I'm not holding out and waiting. You know, there's a lot of guys that are, you know, Damian Maia is a worthy opponent. Some people think that Wonder Boy deserves a rematch. I'll get with my manager and my team, and we will see what's the most important fight for me and my legacy and what helps me to, you know, to reach my goals. And if it's him, it's him. If it's Damian Maia, if it's George St. Pierre, if it's Nick Diaz, if Bisping or whatever, you know, it's a 5 or 6 people that can be next. But I'm healthy. I'm ready to roll. I'm encouraged. I did a fraction of what I'm capable of, and I'm still the champion.
I've no doubt that these guys did whatever they could in training. I'm sure they killed themselves. You know, you see Eddie 8 days out and sparring hard. So I'm sure the work was put in. I just think it's a major surprise to them when the first shot lands, or you know. But to be honest, like, and I was thinking about how I'm going to say this, because I know it'll be taken out of context, and it's absolutely no comment on Eddie's personality as a person. He seems like a great guy, solid fighter. But if we're just looking at skill sets, I felt going in, and it was a little bit my reasoning to be able to take in the week, that this was a massive mismatch. And again, that's nothing to say about him as a person. I'm just saying in skills wise, I really felt this would look worse than the Brimage fight. But that style of fight where he just would be always too late, always getting hit, fall apart. I did think his toughness would take him into the second round, which it did. But skill set wise, I just thought it was a massive mismatch, and I will humbly offer the evidence of the fight warranted that. And all of our sparring partners, all the people back home, we all saw this just thinking, this is going to be a bad fight, this is going to look terrible. You know, whereas Nate was so interesting because of the style wise and size wise, not massive size difference, but enough to make it interesting, enough to offer new problems. But this one, an orthodox head down kind of brawler, with a sort of simple style of wrestling, not very complicated. I just felt you have to bring a hell of a lot more of that to the plate to trouble what I think is the best fighter on the planet right now, and that's how the fight played out. So I think it's backed up. but I don't think it mattered what they did in the gym. I actually saw when they start talking about, oh, we're learning new skills, you know, dealing with the rock brack and all that. I actually thought that's a major mistake, because you can't learn a new skill in 4 weeks. New skills take 4 months or a year. Anybody in sports science will tell you that. So you're better just sticking with what you already know, but make it better. So when I saw them doing kind of new pad work drills and trying to learn new movements, I knew that would actually even cause worse problems.